Hello, my name is Juana Martina Molina. Today we are going to talk about autism in adults, which is a daily struggle. What autism is? Autism is a neurological disorder that typically appears by 3 years of age, which means that usually the parents are and all the people who has a child uh, knows that their child has a condition at a really young age. So some symptoms, well, some difficulties that they could have are engaging in reciprocal social interactions with others, communicate with others in the developmentally appropriate ways, and participate in a range of activities and behavioral behaviors typical of the child's age and stage of development. These are the things that the facts that they are not going to the, to be able to make easy because they has a condition which affects social interaction, sometimes movements, things like that. It doesn't mean that it affects the same characteristics in all the persons, but it also affects some. An spectrum means that it's not going to affect uh, everyone's the same. Then we have types of autism, which are this means that how how could the autism happen, which means with or without accompanying intellectual impairment, with or without accompanying language impairment, associated with a known medical or genetic condition or environmental factor, associated with another neurodevelopmental mental or behavioral disorder, with catatonia, someone can be diagnosed by with one or more specifiers. So this means that maybe someone who has autism can suffer from these kind of characteristics, but that doesn't mean all the person who has autism has to suffer the same things because this is an spectrum. And a spectrum, as I said, not everyone suffers this in the same way. Then we have adults with autism spectrum disorder, how they deal with daily life problems. In the first picture, we can see an adult next to who appears to be his mom, and they look that they get on well and all the stuff. But then in the second picture, we have an adult struggling with with a situation that appears to be a social interaction. It means that there are many different ways to suffer this condition. Maybe you can uh, not act like how people expect you to do, but you can deal with that. But in other cases, they don't know how to do anything alone, and that's a real difficulty for them. And about this, what can we do? These are some quick facts. Treatment of adult autism spectrum disorder. High functioning individuals on the spectrum might not need treatment. This means that they can being alone and do stuff alone all the time, which is really good because it's just a condition, it's not an illness. And others will need treatment, which can help improve skills to navigate in the world. Maybe they need a little push to win functional adults and stuff like that. Then we have may involve medication, social skills training, or speech therapy. This is really good for them, for the ones who find social interaction as a really really hard step to do, but they must because they need to disinvolve in their lives as adults, as everybody expects. Adults with autism may qualify for state and federal service. This means that maybe not all the works accept people with this kind of condition because they think that they are retarded or they are not able to do something, which is not true. They can be easily able to be in some works, which doesn't mean they can they can stay in every single war in this planet, but they have to put an a little effort to stay there. So we should take another view, another point of view in that kind of uh, we should think more about rejecting people with this condition. Then we have the expert's opinion. In an important study of World Psychiatry 2013 association, the results were that outcome in autism appears to have markedly improved over the past several decades, presumably reflecting a number of factors including early interventions and improved treatments. What does this means? That they can improve their skills by following a treatment, which is also means that if no one pay attention of the struggling that they feel with those conditions, with this condition, and they might have persistent problems with social insulation and communication, which really affects their emotions and the way of how they deal with their own problems and all those things. And then we have risk of anxiety and depression. This happen because they feel anxious about doing things that the neurotypical people find more like common. And depression is caused by this constant struggle of trying to deal with something that you don't understand, and you feel that you are like out of the team, out of the society, and that's not good for mental health. To conclude, I want to show my opinion and also the conclusion. My opinion is that we should get more informated about how adults with autism deal with their lives, because many people knows that autism can affect childs and teenagers, but not so many people knows that it also stays when you are an adult, because it's a condition, not an illness. It's something that we have to say. And at the same time, my conclusion is we have to uh, get more conscious about what autism is. And I wanted to end with Autism Day, which is 2nd of April, which everybody celebrates. And remember the fact that we have to be respectful with these people, because we don't know how struggle could be their lives with this kind of condition, and how much discrimination can they suffer in many ways of the daily day of their daily life story. And that's it.